really freaked me out. And it's just like classic horror where you can tell it's not like a lot of crazy special effects, and I thought they really told the story well. I do have to say, I did see The Others in a movie theater, and I don't think marijuana was legal in California at that time, but I may have been on marijuana when I saw it.
Accidentally.
Allegedly.
And I remember that ending. This is not a spoiler, so everybody can calm down. And it's been about 25 years, so I think it's past. But when the closet opens, I remember being in that theater, and it was the first time, we're talking about Boimler's scream, but I screamed actually 3 times, and they were 3 different tiered screams. So the closet opens, and I went, ah! Drugs, but maybe the others.
That was such a journey you just took us on. I love that.
This is all about. It's about a journey.
It's a story. It's a story.
Thank you so much for your
Thank
time.
you.
Thank you.
Oh, I love this
Oh,
conversation.
it's Dr. Tana. We got a Dr. Tana. Hey, there's kids in this room, Dr. Tana. Let's keep it PG.
Bleep, bleep, bleepity, bleep, bleep.
Yeah.
My name's Laura. I'm from Irvine, California. And I'm hoping USS Irvine ship is going to show up.
No spoilers.
First time I've ever asked a question at a panel because I'm always too scared. So I want to thank you guys for being so awesome and making me feel comfortable. And I wanted to know, you said that you have a little bit of your character in you, and that's probably where you find some of your voice. But what do you draw from to have that great like enthusiasm or anger or intensity in your voices when you're doing the voice acting? Do you have to get physical?
I think it's just like, well, I mean, for me, it's just like, I'm having so much fun in the booth with Mike, and the very few times you and I were actually in the booth together, just kind of riffing. It's just so much fun, and I think there's a freedom there that you don't really get with, you know, filming something in live action. You can just be a completely different person if you want, and it's just so free, and the atmosphere that Mike creates is so fun and relaxing and great, so you just have the courage to try anything, you know, you really do.
It's very freeing, you're right. And like there's something about voiceover where you're, by being able to be kind of yourself, you know, you're wearing your own shoes. In live action, you're wearing a stranger's shoes, right? You're wearing a stranger's clothes, someone else has touched your
You've stolen
face.
a stranger's clothes, and you put them on you.
You've driven to Mexico, you've started a new life. No, but like there's something about being like, I'm comfortable, I'm in my literal own clothes and shoes that I can like fully express and, you know, freak out and just, I don't know, there's something very, yeah, I find it much more freeing than live action stuff.
I do wear this wig every time I'm in the
You
booth.
do, and it's a problem.
Yeah, it's a problem.
I also think the way that I found my character, I mean, the writing helps. Like the writing is already on that level of like giving us the, like it's there to give us the freedom. And, but yeah, I certainly wouldn't want a camera on me while I'm doing the character because I'm like I'm jumping around and I'm screaming and I'm like doing other things. I'm sure it doesn't look as cool as the character does. Like it's pretty.
You look cool when you're jumping around.
You know, just like I'm like fully throwing myself in that booth like when I'm making the noises.
You know what's funny? Unlike other animated shows that I have worked on, Mike lets us go a little bit and lets us be a little free. And
well, Jerry, we let you go a little.
Well, it's you know, other animated shows are pretty exact about what you say and what is recorded. That's just how the game is played. But you know what's funny is when I do recording sessions, I look at Michael's face. He has a very expressive face, and he expresses how he wants me to deliver the line.
Yeah.
So
no, I do.
I swear to you, you do. So I look at your face, and that's how I do it. And then you usually go, "Man, that was exactly what I was thinking."
That's so embarrassing.
Yeah, I gotta start using this method. This
Oh,
is
so great. He's right there through the glass, and if he's like this, you know, I just sort of like take it to a little register, and it's Angry Ransom. And Mike is like, wow, that's
I hate
it,
this.
man.
I hate
You and
it.
I
I
are just
hate
mind
it.
melded. It's like we're mind melding. Oh yeah, I'm feeling it, Mike. I'm feeling it all the way.
I want to go to the acting school called Mike's Face.
No! To be clear, while Jerry's reading my face, we do like between 3 and 12 takes on every line, and Jerry does like 58. So But then like they just keep getting funnier, and we're just like, you know, the engineer is like giving us this look, and we're like, no, just let him keep going. So good. Great question.
Thank you
so much.
very much.
Thank you so much.
Great first question to us. These are good questions.
My name's Jake. I'm from Detroit. Just want to thank you all. Really great Easter eggs throughout the whole show. Just a big, huge Star Trek fan. Love the show. So with that, when will we see the Salamander children from Janeway and Tom Paris?
Listen.
You gotta bring it down. Watch his face. We'll set the mood.
It's not every day you go that fast at warp. You know what I'm saying? It's not every day you break that barrier. Now there was a little peek of a Salamander season 1 when Boimler got sent to the farm on the medical ship. There was Anthony the Salamander, not the same Salamander. When will we see them? I cannot say. Will we see them? Yes, absolutely.
Thanks so much. Thank you.
Good job.
Hi, my name is Elliot. I'm from Chicago. This question's for Mike. First of all, welcome home.
Thank you.
Secondly, I feel like Lower Decks honors the canon better than the other new Trek shows. That being said, have you been asked, or are you going to work on any other shows to make sure they stay on canon?
You know, this question is a trap.
This is a trap.
Here's what I'll say about that, is I know that everybody's got their favorite Star Trek show, and that's always been a part about Star Trek. Everybody else is always wrong about what their favorite Star Trek is. And I've said this since, you know, we went through this period of time where Enterprise was gone and we hadn't gotten movies yet, and that was a horrible time. And then the new movies started coming out, and the new series came out, and the world feels like a worse place if there isn't Star Trek in it. That there isn't.
Yes.
This is true. And if you go back and you read about writing TOS and making TOS, they didn't know what Star Trek was. They were making Star Trek for the first time. And every show is making Star Trek for the first time. And, you know, in some ways, the other Star Treks that are on at the same, you know, the other ones that are on that I love, all of them in their own ways, those are all making Star Trek for the first time. It's like getting TOS again with new brains in a new era. And I really, really love that they're doing that. And Lower Decks, because it's a comedy, because it's animated, it's very reflective. You know, when you go to Second City and they're making jokes about Chicago, they know a lot of the audience is from Chicago. When we're making jokes in Lower Decks, we know the audience is from Star Trek, right? And if I was making a new live action show that wasn't a comedy, I don't know if I would be as reflective on the previous series, because, you know, it's better to have new Star Trek. Like, I always want new Star Trek. I never want people to be punished for that. I want the government to have to provide it in a new house, like, you know, as a municipality. Like, oh, we turned on your Star Trek because you just moved in. And so, you know, I love different Star Treks. Like, I would say if there's a Star Trek you love right now, awesome, please watch all Star Treks. And by that same token, please, the more people who watch Lower Decks, the better. Like, I just love seeing new fans every day, finding the show. There's all these new seasons coming out, and they have something that you guys don't have, which is an existing amount of episodes of Lower Decks on there. And so, I don't know, I just love Star Trek, man. I don't know what to tell you, you know?